Imagine a battlefield unlike any other. The year is 212 BCE, and the Roman Empire is poised to conquer the Greek city of Syracuse. The Romans, armed with superior numbers and an unrelenting ambition, prepare for their naval assault. But as they approach the city, a mysterious force intervenes. A blinding light reflects off the walls, targeting their wooden ships. Within moments, flames erupt, engulfing the vessels in a fiery inferno. The Romans are stunned. Could this be sorcery, divine intervention, or an early glimpse of advanced warfare? What if I told you that some believe this wasn't magic, but science? A legendary superweapon created by one of the greatest minds in history, Archimedes' death ray. In today's deep dive, I'll dissect this legend piece by piece. We'll investigate the historical records, analyze the science behind concentrated solar power, review modern experiments, and ask the ultimate question: could Archimedes have really built a solar-powered weapon, or is this just another exaggerated tale from antiquity? Get ready for an exploration into ancient warfare, forgotten technologies, and the mind of one of history's greatest geniuses. To understand the plausibility of the death ray, we must first understand its supposed creator. Archimedes wasn't just an ordinary mathematician. He was a visionary, inventor, and engineer whose work laid the foundation for modern physics and engineering. Born in 287 BCE in the Greek city of Syracuse, Archimedes spent his life pushing the boundaries of science and mathematics. He made groundbreaking discoveries in geometry, calculus, hydrostatics, and mechanics, many of which were not fully understood until centuries later. Some of his most famous inventions include the Archimedean screw-A device used to lift water for irrigation, the Claw of Archimedes, a giant grappling hook that could lift and overturn enemy ships, the principles of buoyancy and leverage. Fundamental laws still studied today, but could he have designed something as extraordinary as a solar-powered death ray? During the siege of Syracuse in 212 BCE, Archimedes was reportedly tasked with developing weapons to defend his homeland from Roman invaders. The death ray is said to be one of these secret inventions, but how much truth is there to this legend? The story of the death ray is fascinating, but surprisingly, it does not appear in contemporary Roman records. Instead, it surfaced much later in various historical texts. Lucian of Samosata, 2nd century CE, a Greek writer who mentioned that Archimedes used mirrors to burn enemy ships. John Tzetzes, 12th century CE, a Byzantine historian who described Archimedes employing bronze mirrors to focus sunlight onto Roman vessels, setting them ablaze. Renaissance thinkers, 16th to 17th century CE. Famous minds like Leonardo da Vinci and René Descartes debated whether this was scientifically possible or a myth. With no direct Roman records confirming the death ray's existence, historians are left wondering, did it truly exist, or was it a legend born from admiration for Archimedes' genius? For a solar-based weapon to function, it would rely on several key scientific principles. 1. Reflection and focus. Large concave mirrors or a coordinated array of smaller mirrors could concentrate sunlight onto a single point, dramatically increasing the temperature. 1. Combustion temperature. Dry wood ignites at approximately 300 degrees Celsius, 572 degrees Fahrenheit. Could mirrors generate enough heat to set Roman ships ablaze? 1. Challenges in execution. The movement of ships, the angle of the sun, and the quality of ancient mirrors would all affect the feasibility of such a weapon. Could Archimedes have applied these principles to create a working solar death ray? That's what modern scientists have attempted to determine. Several scientific studies have tested the feasibility of the Archimedes death ray. 1973, Ioannis Sakas experiment. A Greek scientist arranged 70 bronze mirrors to focus sunlight onto a wooden ship. Within minutes, the ship caught fire, proving the theory was at least possible under ideal conditions. 2005, MIT experiment. Using 127 mirrors, MIT students successfully set a wooden boat on fire under controlled conditions, further validating the concept. 2006, MythBusters, Discovery Channel. Their first attempt produced smoke but no fire, leading them to conclude it was impractical. 2010, MythBusters, second attempt. With an improved setup, they managed to ignite the ship, but only under near-perfect conditions. These experiments confirmed that while the death ray could theoretically work, it was unlikely to be a practical battlefield weapon. Even if the death ray was scientifically possible, would it have been useful in real combat? Man-powered dozens or hundreds of soldiers would need to perfectly align mirrors. Weather conditions, the weapon would only work on clear, sunny days. Speed of ignition. If it took minutes to start a fire, it wouldn't be fast enough to stop an advancing fleet. This makes the death ray unlikely to have been a reliable war weapon. So, did Archimedes create a death ray? Modern experiments suggest it was theoretically possible, but the limitations of real-world conditions make it unlikely that such a device was actually used in battle. However, the story lives on, inspiring engineers, scientists, and historians alike. What do you think? Was the death ray real, or just another ancient myth? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries.